Hey Challenge team, it's Jennifer, and I wanted to walk you through my meal planning system, okay? So this is how I do my meal planning, okay? And what I want to say about this is you will find your own flow, your own system of doing this, okay? My system may not be the best system. I am not an organized person, okay? So my system may seem here, there, and everywhere to you. You will find your own flow. But for those of you who are maybe spinning your wheels with meal planning or just don't know where to start, so you haven't, I wanted to give you a tool to use in regards to getting a plan going, okay? So this is what I do, okay? So step one is you need a place to record your meals, okay? So in the challenge group, I have loaded this sheet. Let's see if I can make it bigger so you can see. Yeah, this sheet is in the file section. If you have nothing else to use, this is a great tool. It's got Monday through Sunday, all of the meals. You just go through, find your recipes, and plug them in, okay? So this is where I started. My coach gave me something very similar to this when I first started, and that is exactly what I used to plan my meals at first, okay? So you can use something like that. And then I went to an Excel spreadsheet, which that spreadsheet didn't make me happy, so I quickly abandoned the Excel spreadsheet. Then I realized that I could get this beautiful Happy Planner. I got mine from happyplanner.com, or that's not the website. I will get the website for you, but the point is you can get them cheaper at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. They have them there, and then you don't have to pay full price because you can get a half off or 40% off coupon, and you can create a little binder for yourself. It's a planner, so it's got all the months of the year, but you can buy inserts, and that's what I wanted to show you. There's like a family planning insert, and where you can plan out all your meals for the week. And then on the opposite side is where you can make a grocery list, okay? So I went to this method for the longest time, and I can go back and see all of the meal plans I have. They're all, and on my shopping list, they're all in the planner there, okay? So I went to that method of planning, and I used that for a long time. It was working for me. I would just take my binder, plan everything out. I would take my binder to the store because it had my grocery list right in there, flip it open. I'd have my meal plan and my grocery list right there with me with the Happy Planner, okay? And this worked for a long time, like I said. And then life got really chaotic. My husband, he got a promotion a couple years ago, and his job that he has just gets more demanding and more demanding year after year. So we are to the point now where he spends the majority of the day either at work or working from home. So our calendar was a mess. Our meal planning was a mess because with him being gone and all of the kids' activities and everything we needed to accomplish, we just weren't connecting because he was gone here, I was over here, I have my business to run, so we were always disconnected. So our calendar, it got to the point, I kept my calendar, he kept his calendar. We had a little dry erase calendar. We're trying to keep everything in all three spots. We kept missing appointments, we kept missing some of our volunteer obligations, meetings we were missing because we were just a hot mess. We decided to go digital this year. At the beginning of the school year, we now do our meal planning on Google Documents. We have a Google calendar where we keep all of our appointments. So and then I have an app where we make our grocery list. I can share it with him. Everything we do right now is digital because that's what works for us. Everything is real time. He can see it, I can see it. If we need to communicate, we can communicate. We have the information at our fingertips, basically. So that is what we've done. My point is, whatever works for you, just do it. Don't think about it. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need to be digital. You don't need to spend money on a happy planner. You just need a piece of paper, basically, okay? If you don't even have ink in your computer, sketch this out. Make yourself a block. Draw the blocks, write it in, and make yourself something, okay? It doesn't have to be fancy. Or get a calendar. One of those dollar store calendars, write it on there, okay? Now, what I do is I start brainstorming the meals that we'd like to have, okay? Now, being into this 2 years, I have a whole collection of meals that we really, really enjoy. I have this folder. It's all scuzzy. These are all the recipes we've used in the 2 years. Look at this. It's all, you can tell we use it a lot. So I try really hard to print out most of my recipes are in there, because if my husband decides he's going to cook, he likes to have a paper recipe. For me, I have all of those recipes saved on Pinterest. So I go right to my Pinterest board. It's called Healthy Eating under Jennifer Nedridge. You could go there and follow that board if you like, or pin a bunch of my recipes if you find them interesting. Every recipe we've ever made and every recipe that interests me that I would like to make at some time is pinned to that board. That's where I save everything. I also have a blog. It's a very rudimentary blog. It's not pretty at all, but I've started putting my meal plan on the blog. And the reason is it's super easy now for me. I Google Jen Nedridge blog. My own blog pops up. My meal plan is always posted on the blog, and I put recipe links on my blog. So I've made it that easy, but you don't have to do all that. It's not necessary. Get yourself a folder, print out your recipes, or save them on Pinterest with a piece of paper. Okay, whatever you need to do, just do it. And you can see last night, Joey was sick last night. He didn't want to sleep in his own bed. He wanted to sleep in my bed. So he's sleeping in my bed. And I kind of chicken scratched a meal plan. Usually I'll do it online, but I didn't have my computer. I was trying to lay next to him and be a good mom. So I chicken scratched out our meal plan for the week, okay? So I just brainstormed, and what I did was I love the recipes in the new Core de Force program. I love them. I like the 21-day fixed recipes. I kind of like the 22-minute hard carbs. Country heat recipes, I could take them or leave them. I love the Core de Force recipes, right? So I'm trying to use all of these recipes in my meal plans in the past couple weeks. So I went there first. This is the first resource I used. Okay. The next resource I used is I had my phone with me in bed, so I went onto the Beachbody blog. I noticed they have a bunch of really good recipes on there for fall and for Thanksgiving alternatives. So I went there and I looked for extra recipes there. We have our recipes that we use over and over, and my husband said he wants new options. He's getting sick of all that. He would like to see some new things. So I'm trying to introduce some new recipes into our diet as well. Okay, so that's what I did last night. I have a sketch. And now I'm going to show you how I do my meal plan. Now, if I were doing this with the paper, I would just take all this chicken scratch and plug it into this menu. And then I go and find every single recipe and print them all out so they're all ready for the week, and put them in my folder that I showed you, the blue folder. I put them in there so they're all ready, and I even put them in order, okay? That's how I do it. That's how I did do it. It's digital now. So my husband can actually go in and see our meal plan every day. So when he's at work, he knows what he should be eating during the day. So when he comes home for dinner, his container allotment is still in line with what we're doing. So I have mine digital. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to have to go to screen share. I'm going to share my screen with you. Hopefully this worked. Okay. So this is a Google Drive. If you have a Google email, you can get into Google Drives. And I have a spreadsheet saved that I use week after week after week. I actually got this from my coach, Laura. She does it this way too. If you need a copy of this sent to you, like if you have Google Docs and you want me to share this with you, I will. You can make your own copy and use it for yourself. And I was resistant to go digital. It just wasn't working for me at first. I needed to write everything down, but now this digital version works for us. Okay, so this was my meal plan last month. I'm just going to, you have to make a copy of it in Google Documents, or else it will override what you already have. So I don't want to erase my meal plan. I want to create a new one. So I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to rename it. Let's see, what would Monday be? I don't even know. 19th. It's 20th. I think it's the 22nd, but I'm not sure. Okay, so that's going to be, and then I'm going to change it up here. I have to wait till my computer is spinning. Okay, I'm going to, well, let me, come on, computer, catch up with me. Okay. So I'm going to change this date to reflect the 22nd. Okay. Now, these are all of the meals I had last week. This week, because of Thanksgiving, this is Thanksgiving, I am making everything super simple. Like, it's got to be quick and easy because I cook dinner at my house and I have a lot of work to do this week. So this week we're going with a yogurt bowl with berries for the whole entire week. So I'm just going to go over and copy and paste it because we're going to be tired, flustered, and we're going to want to be moving quickly. So it's going to be one red and one purple and a half of an orange because I put chia seeds in my yogurt bowl and that counts as an orange. Now I do like to use orange for salad dressing as well. So I'm only going to use a half of an orange in my yogurt bowl. And then my morning snack, what did I have written down here? Well, I didn't think about that. Morning snack is probably going to be a piece of toast with ricotta cheese. I enjoy having that toast. It just makes me happy to have something crunchy. And the ricotta cheese is a red, but I put such a small amount on there that I'm not going to count it as a red because I just won't fill up my container for my chicken for lunch as full to compensate for that. But I just put a little smear. Oops, I'm trying to talk and type at the same time. And it's not working for me, so I'm going to go over here. That's a yellow. Now lunch, I try to keep lunch the same all week. It just makes it super simple if we have the same exact lunch. And we are having a new lunch, which is what is it? Yogurt bowl, toast. Oh, it's in the book. Let's go to the book. I can't remember what it's called. It's some kind of lettuce wrap. Chicken lettuce wrap with balsamic vinaigrette. So that's going to be chicken lettuce wrap out of Cours de Force meal plan. Okay. And I have in there Watch the Blue. I'm not going to have to worry about that. So we're going to go ahead and make that the entire, we don't need to do this. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be the same exact lunch all week. because that's what works for us, is keeping it. And it's 1.5 green. It's 1 red and 1/2 of an orange. So that kind of works out with the orange, doesn't it? And I'm just going to make that the same. See how easy that is when it's the same. And then this is going to be the same as the Shako with 1/2 of a banana. Yeah, that's going to be Shako with 1/2 of a banana. So that's 1 red and 1 purple. I'm just going to keep that the same. It's just got to be with the, with the banana, because I'm not going to have enough yeah. And then because we're doing quarter fourth and we're in week 3, we get an extra blue and we get an extra purple. So I have to work that into my meal plan somewhere. Right now I don't have any blue on here. Let's see what we come up with for dinner, and then I'll fill everything else in. So for dinner, on Monday dinner, I had a Greek chicken pita. Yeah, Greek chicken pita wrap. And I found that on the Beachbody blog. So we're going to have that. And then on Tuesday, what are we going to have on Tuesday? Well, I don't know if I got anything down for Tuesday. On Wednesday, we were going to have the chicken, the barbecue, chicken, pizza from Core de Force meal plan. That's an excellent recipe, by the way. So yeah, I don't know what I had down for Tuesday now. Well, here we're going to do General Tso's chicken. I found that on the Beachbody blog. And so we'll do that. That's not the right link, so I'll have to, man, I don't want that loaded. Okay, so I found that on the Beachbody blog. We'll have that here. And then Thursday, of course, Thursday is Thanksgiving. So that's going to be Thanksgiving. We are going to have a cheat meal that day. Into our month, actually. We've been very strict with ourselves so that we can have this cheat. I will still, I probably will not have lunch that day. I will still have breakfast. I will still have my snack. I'm going to forego lunch that day. I will have my Shakeology, and I will have Thanksgiving dinner. We eat Thanksgiving dinner early, so Thanksgiving is going to kind of fill in for lunch and dinner because I plan on eating that much. Okay, so there we have that. Now, Thursday, we were going to have some chicken and white bean soup. Beachbody blog is where I found that one. And then here, well, I didn't plan out enough meals. When I was doing this, Joey was being a little bit needy last night. Oh, I know. We had tacos in here. We had tacos, so we'll have tacos. That's so easy. And then I'm not sure what we'll have here. I'm going to have to go out and find another recipe here. Let's see. I did have a few things saved to my phone. Let me just go in super quick and see what those were. Oh, here. This is the almond crusted chicken fingers. So we'll do that here. Or you know what we're gonna do? I think we're gonna move all of this, paste, cut, paste. We are gonna have a leftover day here. Now, when I say I'm having Thanksgiving leftovers, I'm going to have I'm going to make whatever we have left into something healthy. So like I plan to make a healthy sweet potato meal for myself. I plan on, we will have leftover turkey, and then I'll have that sweet potato and a salad or something. So I will not go full blown Thanksgiving leftovers here, but I will utilize the leftovers to make myself a healthy meal, okay? Because I scheduled in one cheat day, not a bunch of cheat days, okay? So I scheduled in one day where I can have whatever I want as far as the meal goes, and maybe some desserts. I will be making myself a healthy option. I make my family pumpkin roll, but I will make myself pumpkin bread or pumpkin square, something to that nature, so that I don't have to have the pumpkin pie or pumpkin roll. But I will stick to this as closely as possible. But I plan on chowing down on my mashed potatoes, gravy, turkey, all those things. I'm making ham, ravioli, all of that I will enjoy on Thanksgiving. However, the next day, I will utilize the leftovers, but in a healthy manner, okay? That's my plan. You guys have to do whatever fits into your life, okay? Now these, I have to check. This would be one red, one yellow, one blue, and one green. That's what tacos would be. I know that because we have them all the time. So, I have to check the container count here and here. The barbecue chicken pita is, oh boy, 2 yellows and a half of a red. I'm going to make that a full red just to get my reds in. So I will put, instead of a half of a red on chicken, I'll put a full red on there, a half a blue, and a half a purple. Okay, so there you have it. And then I'll have to go through and get the container counts on the chicken pita, the General Tso's, the white bean, and fill that in. What I like about the Beachbody blog recipes, it has the container counts already on there. Let me see if I can show you that. I'm going to go over to the Beachbody blog. Blog. I'm sorry if this is getting lengthy. I just really wanted to give you a good foundation. So here's the Beachbody blog. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat or something. They have recipes. You can click on recipes. They have everything. This is a great resource for everything, by the way. So I'm going to do a search because I know the name of what I saved. I'm going to do a search on, what was the first one? Chicken and white bean. Let's see if that brings it up. Yeah. I can't remember which one I have. Wow, that looks good. The chicken and white bean chili. But I believe it's this one I had. Yeah. So this is the recipe. While we have it, I'm going to put the link over there. That was over here. Insert link. So now I have the link, and now I need to know the container count. It's 1 yellow and a half of a red. So it's 1 yellow, half of a red. I'm going to double the chicken actually and make that 1 red. I feel like my family, especially my son, has a hard time gaining weight. We focus on protein with him a lot, so I will beef up that recipe. I will double the amount of protein in it and make it 1 red. So that's going to be 1 red. All right, and what else do we need? The General Tso's chicken. I'll go back, look for that. Oops, I spelled it wrong. Oh, it came up anyway. Healthier General Tso's chicken. I'm going to grab that link and put it over on my plan. Insert link. Now I have the link, so I can go right there. Yep. So we can go down and get the, it's 1 red and 1/2 of a yellow. So it's 1 red, 1/2 a yellow. Now we're going to make this a full yellow because I'll serve a little bit of rice with it. So if it's only 1 yellow for the recipe, then we'll bump it up with rice or something to make it a full yellow. And then I'll also serve it with some broccoli, so that will be a green. So I'll make it 1 green, and I'm going to write that with broccoli. Okay, so there we have it. And then I need to get the, oh, that says Greek, not Greek. Greek chicken pita. Let's see if we can find that one. A lot of my recipes do come from Pinterest. I just was on a Beachbody blog kick last night, so I just wanted to take everything from here, but I will go out on Pinterest and look. The only thing is with the Pinterest recipes, a lot of them don't have the container counts, so you kind of have to either guess or figure it out for yourself. So, oh, so it's 1.5 yellow, 1 red, 1 green, and 1/2 of blue. What is the container count there? We have to, oops. There we go. Okay, and I guess I better save the recipe link, right? Click here for recipe. So let's see here. I'm just making it look prettier. That doesn't look very pretty. There we go. Okay. So there you have it. What is all it? I have down here evening snack as recharge performance. We don't do that every day. I do have that on there when we're running consistently. We use recharge performance every night before bed. However, I don't feel it necessary unless you are doing some very strenuous physical activity. So when we're running, we run marathon lengths. So we run distance, we train for distance basically is what I want to say. So we run a lot of miles. We haven't been running since October. My husband's hurt and I don't feel comfortable running by myself. So we haven't been running. We've been doing our workouts, but I don't feel the need to use this Recharge Performance product unless the workout is extreme. So I just wanted to put that out there that I don't have Recharge just for like doing yoga or doing I'm not discounting yoga. I'm not discounting any type of exercise because it's all good for you. But what I'm trying to say is when we stretch our limits to the max and we have taxed our body beyond what is normally possible for us, then we drink Recharge. If we don't do that, we don't drink it. It's just how I choose to do it because I'm already taking in Shako. I watch what I add to my body. So you have that. So I'll have to figure out my container count of these leftovers as I go. And then what I'll need to do is I need to go back in and tally up all of my containers and make sure I have all of my containers accounted for the day. And if I don't, then I need to fill in. For instance, I get 4 reds. So here's 1 red, here's another red, and another red. So 4 reds, bam, accounted for. I get 3 purples on week 3. 2 normally, but week 3 is 3 purples. So there's 1 purple, and there's another purple. So I need to fit in another purple somewhere in here. I'm going to add it with the morning snack. I'm going to also put apples with peanut butter in there because I also have another teaspoon missing. Actually, I have 2 teaspoons missing. So I will have 2 teaspoons of peanut butter there because I get 2 teaspoons a day. So my morning snack will be toast with ricotta cheese and apple slices with 2 teaspoons of peanut butter, okay? To fulfill the the teaspoon requirement and then the purple. And then another thing I need to look at is my greens. Did I get all my greens in? That's super important. So for lunch, there's 1.5 there. I get 3 of them. And there's 1 down here. Greek chicken. I'm going to have to bump this up to 1.5 greens. So I'll have to add a little salad or add extra something to the chicken pita so that I can get all 3 greens in for the day, okay? And then the next thing is blue. So there's a half a blue here. I get an extra blue during week 3 of Core de Force. Normally I get 1, but this special week I get 2. So right now I only have a half accounted for. So what I will do, see, I really love my blue. I think what I'll do is I will add to this snack, I'm going to add 1 blue of almonds, chopped almonds to that snack. That will be, and then I need another half of a blue. So, oh, jeepers. That's 1.5. No, I don't. That's 1.5. And then there's a half. That's 2. Okay, that's good. So I have, 1 blue and a half a blue. You know what? I'll make this half a blue a whole blue. I imagine that blue is cheese if I looked at the recipe. So I'll put a whole blue of cheese up there, and then I'll put a whole blue of chopped almonds on my morning snack. So that squares away in that. And then I need to look at my oranges. I have a half orange here, a half orange here. I get 1, so that's fulfilled. Okay, so that's how you do that. You just make sure that all of your containers are accounted for. And I'll go down. I don't want to hold you up, but I will go down through and make sure it's all squared away for the whole entire week. Now, my husband gets more containers than I do, so what he does, he compensates for the extra containers either at dinner where he has an extra serving of something, or he'll add a snack into his day using up all those extra containers. So that's what he does. So that's what you can do if your husband's following along and you need to increase his container count as well. So that's how I do it. It seems a little labor intensive, but quite honestly, if I spend 1 hour or less, it takes 1 hour or less to do this whole entire process. I have a really good game plan. It saves me time throughout the week because I print one of these out. We have it on our fridge so everybody knows what we're having for the day. They don't have to ask Mom what's for dinner because that sets Mom off. I don't like that. And then I send a copy to my husband. I share this with him. See this little share button? I can go up there and share it with him. He can get on his phone and see what's for dinner, what's for lunch, what's for breakfast. He can see that. And then I can post it up to my blog and share it with my viewers as well. So it kind of works in many different ways, but also having this meal plan allows us to save money, not just time, it's money. Because look, we have everything all planned out. Now what I do is I pick apart each item and I make a very extensive shopping list. I write down everything that we need for every single item. I write down everything we need. Then I go through the cupboards. If we have what we need, I cross it off the list. The remaining items go into my phone. There's an app called, I think it's called Out of Milk. Yeah, Out of Milk. It's an app. You can see that there. Where, let me unscreen share here. Let's see if I can. I don't know how to get out of screen sharing. Oh, pause share. Your desktop. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay. Well, regardless, there's an app called Out of Milk, and I plug in my paper list to this app. It just really makes grocery shopping simple. When I plug it into my app, it categorizes it for me in categories. So like all the dairy will be lumped together, all the meats will be lumped together. I don't have to think about that. That way when I'm going down the aisles in the grocery store, I have all my dairy products are on the list together. Everything's all organized. The app does that for me. And then also in the app, I share our shopping list with my husband. That way if there's something I can't get or I forget, he has the list and I can say to him, check the list and get the remaining items. Like ice, a lot of times we buy our ice from Sheetz and he can run and pick that up after work. That's very easy for him to go and get the ice. So I'll say pick up the ice. We have well water, so we don't drink our water and we don't make ice out of it either. So we buy our ice. Or I can say I couldn't get this from Giant Eagle, you get it. And he'll stop on the way home and get whatever I missed. Like if I can only go to Aldi's for the day, then I assign the remaining tasks out to him. It's just teamwork, the way that we do it. So you'll find your own way of doing it. But this is what I do. And the moral of this story is it's going to take time to meal plan. It really is. You're going to spend an hour or less on your meal plan, then creating the shopping list and knowing what, and then going through your cupboards, knowing what you need to buy, what you don't, but it's going to streamline your life in regards to time and your budget. Okay, so it's so much more beneficial to your life than just simply for the health benefit. Okay, the planning aspect, the streamlining everything, it really helps in all areas. And then you have this great plan. It helps me so much. When I know what I'm eating next in the day, it really helps me. Also, if I have to, say on Wednesday, things go crazy and I have to run out, I know what I need to pack to take with me. Now, if I have to run out, will I be packing toast with ricotta cheese? No, but I will be packing something with a yellow in it, right? Well, actually, it's going to be all of this. It's going to be toast with ricotta cheese, apples, peanut butter, almonds. I will know then that I need to pack a yellow, a blue, some teaspoons, a fruit. I know I need to fix that. 1 yellow, 1 purple, 1 blue, and 2 teaspoons. There, that's the count. So I know if I'm running out, I need to pack items that make up for those containers. Okay, that's going to keep me true to my meal plan. It's going to keep me satisfied. It's going to keep me from straying, and it's going to keep me on the plan because I won't get frustrated and quit, right? Because I won't feel hungry all the time. I know what I'm doing. So knowing what you're doing, having a plan is so beneficial in this lifestyle. It's actually necessary. So I urge you to make your meal plan. Once you get your meal plan created, post it up to the group. Don't be shy. It doesn't matter if you don't know if it's correct, or you can ask a question, but please post it up. One thing is we love to get good ideas from each other. So you might be making something for dinner that we want to try. And another thing is it's the accountability to show off the fact that you did the work, you put it in, and you're holding yourself accountable. And you're using the group to do that. Use the group as a tool, an accountability tool. Know that we're expecting you to post up your meal plan. Know that we expect that from you, that we're looking forward to it, and use that as a tool, okay? So guys, have a great week. It's Thanksgiving week coming up where we're going in strong. We're planning for that, right? My grocery bill is going to be sky high this week because I have to buy the turkey and all the trimmings. That's why you will see we have a lot of chicken on the menu. I went cheap this time. So, and like where did we have? The tacos, I already have the meat for that in the freezer, so I don't have to buy that. But I have a little bit of chicken left from last time. I'll just have to buy a few things for this meal plan. We have most everything. I try to utilize everything we had for this week because I do have to buy all the Thanksgiving stuff. So a little added expense. Tried to balance it out with my meal plan. So you guys have a great and healthy day. If you have any questions, post them up under this video. And thank you so much. Thanks, guys, for watching.